Cherri. SAVE stands for Students Against Violence Everywhere, and it's a national organization that was created to promote violence prevention, and it's run for and by students. So we have a few students from our North Chicago community chapter of SAVE, and I'd like to have them introduce themselves. Brenda, do you want to start?
My name is Brenda. I'm a freshman, and I've been in SAVE for 2.5 years.
My name's Stephanie. I'm a freshman, and I've been in SAFE for 3 years.
My name is Crystal, and I am a freshman, and I've been in SAFE for 3 years.
My name is Ariel, and I'm a freshman, and I've been in SAFE for 2 years.
Okay. On our table, we have our award. We were actually the 2009-10 National Chapter of the Year, so we're quite proud of it, and we wanted to bring out our award. So the first question is, why did you join SAVE? Let's start with you, Crystal.
I joined SAVE because I seen like this really bright poster in our cafeteria when I was in like 7th grade, and it attracted me. And when I went over there, I met Miss Cherri and Miss Spencer, and they said that SAVE is really fun and they do a lot of activities, so I joined.
Okay. What about you, Stephanie?
I got dragged into the program by Krystalyne, and I stayed there because it was really fun, and I wanted to hang out like after school with her.
Okay, Brenda.
Actually, one of my friends was kept bugging me to stay after school with her one day, so then I actually stayed after school with her, and I've been in it ever since.
Okay. And what about you, Ariel?
Stephanie asked me to come and just try it.
So, Stephanie, you are basically dragging people into SAVE. Is that what's going on?
Yeah, well, Krystalyne and me.
Okay, well, I appreciate it. So what exactly is Students Against Violence Everywhere?
Students Against Violence Everywhere is like an after-school program where they teach us how to solve our problems that go outside of school without violence.
Okay. Anybody else want to add to that?
Basically what she was saying is it's a good idea for kids that are violent and fight a lot in school and do a lot of bad things for them to come into SAVE to see how it is and to get them to stop fighting, because fighting is not good.
Okay. So do you guys have a lot of fights in your school?
Yes,
Yeah.
kind of, yeah.
And do you get the opportunity to do a little bit of conflict management among your friends?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes? Okay. I'd like to know, we've done quite a few activities in the last 3 years. I'd like to know what each of your favorite activities is. So, Ariel, what about you? What have you liked most?
The college. We went to a college to learn about it, and it has a ROTC. And since I'm planning on going to the military when I grow up, I'm thinking of joining the ROTC in college.
Okay, so the Ripon College visit. What about you, Crystal?
My favorite thing was when we went to University of Wisconsin, my 7th grade year.
Mm-hmm.
We went there because it was basically showing us that all the different college we went to, that we can go to, and afterwards we went to the Jelly Belly factory.
Oh, of course. Stephanie, what about you?
My favorite was when we went to North Carolina for the youth summit. It was pretty fun, especially because we got to spend like 4 or 5 days with Miss Cherri and like driving her crazy.
Yeah. And Brenda?
Mine was 2 summers ago during the SAVE summer program. We went to go play whirlyball. It was actually really fun because it was something I never heard of, and it was really interesting.
What exactly is whirlyball?
It's like bumper cars and lacrosse built into one game, and it's kind of hard.
Okay, so that was during what we call Summer Save. So which of you have participated in Summer Save? Anybody?
Me.
So what do you do during Summer Save?
Last summer we did these things like projects on where we started working on like applications, how to fill them out, things like that. And so I remember we did this one thing with Mr. Hodgins, like how we put on some glasses and we were trying to drive a car just to see how drive drunking was. And then we go to a lot of field trips.
Okay, I remember those glasses. That was no fun. What about you, Krystalyne? What did you like about Summer Save?
Summer Save, we actually do a lot more than you expect to do in the summer. We went to the Museum of Art over the summer that I think was last year. And we went to the museum. There was like all this art of inspiring things, and it was really interesting. I like that.
Okay. Brenda, was there anything you wanted to mention?
Not that I can think of.
Okay. So I actually have a list of some of the activities that the SAVE chapter has done in the last 3 years. They did a leadership summit at Key Lime Cove. There was an end of the year awards ceremony. There was a picnic. We had the annual conference in North Carolina, the leadership summit, a Christmas party. We did the Counterpoint music program. I know that some of you went to the student council leadership training where you learned, what is it, 2 divided by 3? What did you learn at the leadership conference?
The leadership conference is basically telling you how to lead a group if you're the leader or the hostess. And basically what it was teaching us is how to lead a group. Like right now, you're hosting this group.
Okay. So I'd like to know, what are some of the activities that the SAVE group is working on this year?
Some of the things that we're working on, well, we worked on domestic violence. Right now, I think we also worked on cyberbullying. I think now we're working on drinking and driving, I think.
Safe driving. I think, Krystalyne, you actually have a poster, right, of the 3 things that we're working on this year. For healthy relationships, we've had a speaker from A Safe Place, and we'll have a speaker from Zacharias Center. For teen safe driving, we'll have somebody from Allstate. And for cyberbullying, we actually had a speaker come from the Illinois government, Sarah Migas, who presented to all of North Chicago High School about the effects of cyberbullying and how to prevent it. So those are the 3 things that I know that we're working on this year. I'd like to go back to our discussion on Ripon College, and I want to know, how did that trip impact you? Well, I'll explain first. The students are invited up to Ripon, Wisconsin for an overnight trip, and they get a college tour, a chance to look at a college class, and then they're partnered with the Ripon Speakers Bureau, which is a group of students who take on a mentoring role. So I'd kind of like the students to talk about their experiences on campus or with the mentors, or even the lessons that they learned from our speakers. So I'll start with Brenda.
I guess since Ripon's actually a small college, I figured it has a lot of opportunities, even though it's small. You could still do like the same things as a big college. And then, yeah.
Okay. Stephanie.
I actually learned